how to do, how to launch with a small army and build it into a big army. So let's go ahead and bring him up, Mr. Charles Kromer.
Kromer. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Wes. Thank you. How y'all doing? Yeah. How y'all like the factories? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So I just first want to thank Elijah for giving me an opportunity and Brian to give this talk. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm a huge believer in this saying that goes: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. That quote is something my manager dropped my name when I started the team's office. He would start off his team meetings with. Okay. With that being said, my talk today is about how to prepare your office to open with the staff. Okay? I think it's so important being able to have a staff and people around you when you open your office. It'll set you so much further from the rest of your peers, because you'll not already have a culture of buy-in going into the summer from the very beginning to set the tone, but you'll also be able to get way more done than what you could have done just by yourself. Okay? You'd be able to double, triple, even quadruple the productivity of your office right from the get-go, rather than just do it yourself when you first open. Imagine opening your office with AMs that already know how to run interviews, make PR calls, lead meetings, handle rep checking calls, do PDI, run PCs. Imagine opening your office this summer with an AM who already has had a 10K fast start or a 10K push. Imagine opening your office this summer with an AM who already won the region trip and was there with you at the region trip. Imagine the stories that you'll be able to tell to back up the facts through your AM staff this summer. It'll really allow you to do and be so much more as a manager in every aspect in the business. Okay? So this past summer, guys, I was able to open with four assistant managers, and they really helped me get off to a really fast start in my new territory. One of them being Gael Romo, who was a well-known track star in the local college near my territory. He was someone I actually grew up playing basketball with. In high school, we grew up with the sport as kids. We kind of grew apart. We were never really close. I just kind of played basketball with him, right? Well, I played basketball with you. We weren't really close growing up, for real. Another one of my AMs who opened with me is George Zavala. He played college baseball in New Mexico when I first brought him in Cutco. He was one of my close buddies in the 6th grade. As you know, we went through middle school, we went through high school. We were really just kind of friends in 6th grade. We kind of grew apart. Never really talked to him since then. Kind of just mutuals, right? See him in the hallway, give him a little head nod. Kind of that kind of guy. Same thing, I had Chewy and John Carlo, my other two assistant managers I opened with. They were both mutual friends I just knew of in high school, right? They were just a friend of a friend's friend, right? I just kind of knew of them, same thing. They walked past me in the hallway, give them a little head nod, right? Those were the 4 AMs that I opened with. Now, I did have way more people that I did bring into Cutco with the intention to open with me, but not all of them made it through. They didn't all make it all the way through from December to May. Ultimately, yes, I did lose short-term CPO and those reps who fell out. But because of those who made it through to be on my staff in May, we sacrificed that short-term CPO for that long-term CPO, right? Now, I could not imagine opening my office without AMs and having that summer that I had. Because I had a staff preparing to open my office with me months before May, it allowed me to open with a staff who already knew how to make PR calls, run interviews, PCs, do PDI, help me with campus tables, and whatnot. I was able to prepare for my office times 4, literally, right? We hit recruiting hard in December. I made a website where people in my territory could already start applying for the position. We started campus tabling months before I even opened. As a team with my assistant managers, we hit up all the local high schools, the local colleges. We hit social media hard in December. As a matter of fact, here at this event, I hit social media hard. That's when I started, right? Build that social proof. Now, right, our first training we said over 70 people. We had so many people in that training, I had to rent a hotel conference room because my little office couldn't hold them all, right? I could not even imagine being in an amazing situation like that if I didn't have my staff, right? To help me throughout the way, to start the summer off with a huge bang and get our momentum rolling from the very first week of the summer. We sold a little over 117,000 in the first month, and it was because of the buildup of preparation we did recruiting wise, and just being aggressive months before the start of the summer. It really wasn't done because I'm this amazing manager. This was done because I had an amazing staff who knew what the AM role is, and they understood the standards and goals we were striving to achieve. I 100% could not have done it alone. We launched 98 reps that first month of May, and as the first month of the summer went on, we did really well as a team, developed a strong culture, right? We developed a really strong culture. Then as we transitioned into the last week of May to the first week of June, something unfortunate happened. I was in and out the hospital for the first month of June. I wasn't able to run my interviews, my trainings like I wanted. It sucked. I wasn't able to recruit like I wanted. Just wasn't even able to really be in the office like I wanted. Situation like that out of my control, right? As things slowly got better for me, I needed a minor surgery that kept me out of the office a little bit longer. The whole second month of summer took a turn I would have never expected. Fortunately, I had an amazing staff that already knew how to run meetings, PCs, interviews, and trainings. So while I was out, they had my back. I knew I was good. I knew they were there to generate that CPO for me. In life, you can't control the wind, but you can control the sell. And what I mean by that is you can't always control what life throws at you, but what you can control is how you react, and the reaction is based on how well you are prepared. I had a staff that was prepared to fill in and run for me when I couldn't. Interviews, trainings, when things hit the fan. And that preparation started now, 5 to 6 months before I opened. Now, I want to go ahead and do give you guys three simple steps that all of you guys can start taking now that'll help every single one of y'all bring a staff to open with you in your office. Okay? Sweet. Awesome. So the first step I'm going to give is to utilize your social media. Like now. Right now. Whether you have 50 followers or a few thousand, it doesn't matter. It's a resource that everyone has access to. Put a professional, clean picture of your profile on social media. Post something positive every day. Post something motivational. Post a photo of you at the office, big checks, here at Olean, at Niagara, at YEB in January, you when you get your DM promotion. Post you having fun working your events at the booth each weekend. Post you with your customers. That way people on social media will see that you're doing well, not just at work, but in life. And they'll also see your growth and the buildup of your success here with Cutco from now until you open. And it'll just add that social proof where it's like, oh, it's legit, or, oh, Chris is doing really well. He's having fun. I want to be a part of this. What's he doing, right? And it'll be something others will want to be a part of just by viewing your social media pages. You guys need to win the Cabo trip and get your potential AMs that you put on your list to win it as well. Post it all over social media. The whole mile. This will create so much buy-in with your AMs right before opening. Like imagine getting them to go to the Cabo trip, like dude, you're set. They're with you the whole summer. Like they're your boys. Okay? So start now. Don't wait. The first week, more than half of the people I launched that week, I had already followed on Instagram from my territory since that December. So they had been keeping up with my IG for months before I opened, and they saw the whole process, they saw the build-up, right? I put them in my highlights, and they just saw it through social media. Second step I'm gonna give is make a list on Google Sheets or Excel with every single person you can possibly think of to open up with. your DVMs, your DMs, they should have gave y'all a sheet with a list that y'all can start working on already. For example, at this very event, I started that list. I put 101 people down on that list. Okay? Now, did I know, like, was I cool with all 100 of them? No. Did I have all 101 of those people's phone numbers? No. Did I follow them all on Instagram? No. Literally, some of them were people I knew from my 3rd grade basketball team. I played football with them in 7th grade, right? Like, some of these people I went to elementary with, haven't talked to since. Anyone that I put a lot of thought into, I was like, anyone I could possibly open. If I had their name, I put it down. Okay? I put it down. So get creative with that list. Put a lot of thought into that list, because it's going to pay off. Like I mentioned, I was not the most skilled by far at all last year, coming to Olean, by far, right? But because I took, this list seriously, and because I tried and gave everything about this list my best effort, I was able, it paid off. I'm, the #1 UDM here in the region, #2 in the nation, right? It paid off, right? So with that being said, take this list seriously. Take this list seriously. I put down a ton of mutuals, a ton of acquaintances from school, and I obviously put best friends. I don't care who they are. If you have their phone number or not, put them down. Everyone you can possibly think of. For example, most people would not have put George Zavala on that list if they were me. 6th grade acquaintance, we weren't even best friends. We were just, I knew him from, we played, playground in 6th grade, whatever, right? Put him down. As a matter of fact, he was living in New Mexico playing college baseball when I put him down. Most people would think, nah, he's busy. He's playing college baseball. Put him down anyway. He came that December for Christmas break, got him into the job. Now look at him, he's my #1 DMC. Brian, can you go ahead and put up that slide? I'm gonna show you a picture here, okay? So that was my message to George. Just shot my shot. Why? Because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So keep shooting. Okay? He had a 16.5K fast start. Right? So focus on this list. Put everyone you can possibly think of and engage. Follow them on social media. Follow them now. 3rd step I'm going to give you guys is once you make this list, get them into the business with the pure intentions of opening as an assistant manager with you. Work on making a strong AM stump speech. Something we worked on last year when I was at MIT with Nick Smith. We worked hard on an AM stump speech. Okay? I reached them with a positive response, just like that. As you can see, he responded back, like, yeah, I'm interested, right? Then I sent him in a 3-way with Nick Smith, and from there we got him in a 1-on-1 with Nick just over Zoom, just to let him know, hey, you're opening with Kromer. What do you think you can bring to the table for Kromer? Just to get that touch in with him, get him set from an interview. From there, he was open with the pure intentions to be my AM, right? And this is not like, mind you, these people you put on this list, they're not going to be called like any other PR that we call on like our PR jams or whatever. These people on this list will be touched comfortably. Like I said, they'll have a talk with your DVM or DM one-on-one that doesn't happen with any other PR. Now, yes, not everyone is going to make it all the way through. You're going to have some people come in December and they're going to fall out. It's okay. Some will, some won't. Who cares who's next? It's all part of the process, right? I had a lot of people fall out, actually. A lot of people that fall out. But like I said, it's all part of the process. Some of the AMs that made it to opening day with me and opened with me were the ones I least expected. As a matter of fact, they weren't even in my top 10. Some weren't even in my top 50. And they opened with me. Okay? I at least expected to I didn't even expect. Now, doing these 3 steps will set you up and give you the best opportunity to open with the staff, whether it's just one person you're opening with or 5 people you're opening with. It'll give you that opportunity. Don't push this list aside. You have to start now. Last year, I started that list at this event. I started social proofing. You know what? As a matter of fact, I was hitting social media. I was following all people in my territory already. Guys, by the time I went to do campus tabling in March and April, before I even had opened my office, I didn't even have the least of my office yet. Me, George remembers, me, George, Chewy, Giancarlo, my 4 a.m.'s Gael. We walk into the high school, first time being in that high school. Seniors already, yo, bro, what's up, dude? Dude, I see your posts all the time. How's Jamaica, bro? I don't even know these kids, right? But because I started now, so they saw the build of preparation that I had. I was engaging with them, right? So they see that social proof. So you have to start now, okay? So, like I said, doing these 3 steps will ensure the best opportunity to open with the staff. Okay? Don't wait. Do it now. That's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate y'all for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing who's up here next.